And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. If you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Embiid. Out to Anthony. Booker looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Embiid.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Now Green. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Booker. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Off target from outside. And here are the Rockets. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Embiid.
Not only is he long, but he's stout on the defensive end. Bosh really tough to deal with.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble. So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst, guys.
Thank you, David.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Thompson outside. Back to Green. From outside the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The drive by Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Smith on the way. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Outside, Jones. And a deep three from Booker. The 76ers with another miss. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
First team foul.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Now, here's Kispert. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Back to Embiid. Outside, Jones. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Screen by Smith. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Anthony. They need this. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Good on the triple. Kispert's got 6.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
And the shot goes down. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw off from Kispert.
At the line for your Rockets, Corey Kispert.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside Bosch. Pass to Kispert. Fires the 3. No good there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. They're up by 9. And the second quarter about
18. The 76ers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Whitmore. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Anthony down low. Pass to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Abusele can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Back to Anthony. Off target from three-point range.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Back to Gobert. Pass to Whitmore. 11 feet away, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Anthony. Here's Yabusele. And just miss after miss right now. Rockets leading by 16.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Anthony. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Royce O'Neal. Herbert Jones. Devin Booker. Out of bounds. Rockets ball.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
That one falls.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Rockets.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Whitmore. No good from outside. The 76ers trailed by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Van Vliet up top. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen by Jones.
Yeah, another turnover there. But guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Pass to Whitmore. Now here's Brooks. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
The 76ers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Back to Whitmore. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Whitmore's got 10 points in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
17 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Whitmore missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's O'Neal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 6 seconds left here in the second. For Houston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
That's good from Green. And the Rockets making a change here. And both free throws good for Green.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And here's Booker from the arc. And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Rockets leading by 16. Outside Bosch. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Bosch has got 5 now.
That kind of effort on defense will not stop Bosch from using his strength to overpower that defense.
Here's Booker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Here's Green. Right side Bosch. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Allman. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, Dean, thanks. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
With 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Smith with the stuff.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Outside, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 7 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Embiid with it. He's got 7. Bucket is good. He's got 9.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Outside Bosch. Over Jones. Bosch can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Embiid. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Kispert, no good. Timeout called the 76ers. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of $3 billion to be doing that.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. .40 seconds left to play in the third. Smith wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got 10 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Thompson in the corner. No good on the three. Here's Grimes. Pass to Yabusele. With one on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a...
The 76ers.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the 76ers call time here. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
The drive by Booker softly drops in the floater.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Screen by Adams. Driving inside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Here's Booker. And the layup is good. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Brooks right side. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Poke loose. Rockets leading by 23. Now here's Green. Pass to Tate. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Booker. Here's Yabusele. Sinks the three-pointer. Yabusele's got himself on the board with three there.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad, just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 17. And here's Holiday. Pass to Tate. Shot clock at 5. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from the wing. And Jones pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Anthony with the bucket.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Back to Tate. Pass to Green. And they get it back. Brooks misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And this
Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
Now Tate. And it's Brooks at the elbow. .112 left to play here in the fourth. Wide open look. And he nails the jumper. And the Rockets lead by 15.
They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
76ers moving the ball around. Jones from outside. And the three ball is good.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Back to Holiday. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Kick out to Adams. Lets the three fly. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Booker inside. Anthony in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Anthony's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. So we see the